Johnson. I'm from Vallejo, California, and this is my story. When I got to YWAM, I immediately met a lot of friends, and they were all super genuine and so kind, and it was a different experience where I felt comfortable around everyone that I was with, and I felt immediately more confident in myself and who I was. And then being there, the worship was incredible. I have such a heart for worship, so every experience I got praising God in community was amazing. It filled my heart so much. I also was in a music track while I was there, so I was learning about songwriting and like the heart behind worship and what it's like to be in a worship band and doing a set, and how you can still let Holy Spirit lead you when you're doing that and not just make it so much about what you planned, but making it really about praising God in the moment. And I actually got to write my own song, and we recorded it. Me and a couple other girls in my music track, we all got to record the song together, which is really cool, and now it's on iTunes. It's called Warrior. But that was really exciting. That was a really big highlight while I was there. And then after that, going to Cambodia, I got to teach English, and I was so excited. It had always been a dream of mine to teach English in other countries, and it was just super exciting to prepare for that with my team. There were 16 people on my team, and I got so close to all of them before I even left, and then when we got to Cambodia, we were so much closer. But getting ready for that and spending time with them each week while we were in Kona was really cool. So before I went to YWAM, I was really hopeless and didn't know what I was doing. I actually got pretty depressed. I think I had struggled with depression all through high school, and then really not having any idea of what to do after high school. And in 2017, it just went really far downhill, where I was very depressed, sitting on my couch every day just watching Netflix to not have to think about anything that was going on in my life. I also had a lot of anxiety, and so watching TV shows was a good way to escape my world and just focus on the world that people were creating in these shows. And it was really scary. Going to YWAM was a really big step of faith for me that I didn't want to do. I didn't care that it was a step of faith, but I still took it. Even on the plane right there, I was really upset. I told my mom that honestly I would rather not be alive than go to YWAM. I was so scared, but I was scared to be home too. So I got on that plane, I went, and I did gain more confidence pretty quickly because of the way people treated me, because of the way they showed kindness and God's love. But I also, in those first few weeks while I was at YWAM, I really struggled with doubting myself and doubting that this would do anything. A really big problem I had before going was I really believed that if anything changed for me, it would just be fake. I wouldn't be dealing with my problems. I would just be running away from them and covering them up for a few months, and then when I got back home, I would fall right back into it, and it wouldn't be anything different, and that the hope or the love and the joy that I gained would all be fake. And so those first few weeks when I was there, I was still really struggling with that. I was so nervous that people were gonna see through me, that people were gonna start judging me, or that I was being too pushy or annoying in the way that I acted with people. But when I got there, I did realize, and I was encouraged by the friends that I opened up to, that they loved me and they were showing me God's love, and there was a joy and a hope that didn't come from me. The biggest thing, the most valuable thing I learned while I was there was that it's not depending on me. It is me focusing on Christ and Him changing me from the inside out. And it's not up to me. It's not my choice to change. It's my choice to focus on Him and for Him to change my heart. And it takes all this burden off of me. It takes this anxiety and pressure that I'm not doing the right thing off of me, because I can just trust Him. And through the weeks that I was in Kona, I really started gaining this trust in God that I had never had before, and this understanding of what Jesus did when He died on the cross for me. And that is what really changed my life and made it so much easier to be confident in myself and find a purpose in loving Him and find hope, and not see it as covering things up, but see it as this is where I'm going and Jesus has my hope. I don't have my hope. It's all depending on Him, and that's awesome, because if it was depending on me, I would come home and get right back on the couch and watch Netflix more and distract myself from all that anxiety. But because I was focusing on Him and depending on Him, I've come home and been able to get a job and have motivation and apply for a new school to go to in the end of this year. And I'm doing great, and it's not because of anything I've done, but it's because of God living inside of me and giving me the strength to do it. And so taking this step of faith to try again was really scary. Like I was so nervous that it would be another letdown and all these people would see this and then they'd stop believing in me and stop believing that I could do things, because